my driver's license expired. And I'm thinking about just not even getting it anymore and just starting to make a stand against these people and just not get a driver's license and, and start fighting them in court. And I need to know what to do when they eventually pull me over and give me a ticket, tow my car, so on and so forth. I mean, do I just file a claim against them? Or?
What I would do is if somebody, when they start this process with you, like I said to Jen, some lady who called up at me and asked me that, I would just say if the policeman comes over and starts asking for all kinds of paperwork. I mean, you folks all know about a Terry stop and a Hiibel stop. I don't know if you do or not. Do you know what that?
Yep.
You know what that means, right, John?
Yeah, Terry stop is where they detain you, but you're not under arrest. But you're not, free to go, but you're not under arrest.
They're free to search you, right? Because they believe you're up to no good. And the Hiibel stop just means you have to give them your name. Okay, but again, this just has to do with their statutes and their Supreme Court rulings. It really has nothing to do with you or me as a man. So when a policeman is talking to you, he is just another man talking to you. So what I always tell people, be beyond polite and courteous, because at times, man, I've traveled all over this country doing all kinds of fiber optics or satellite dishes and working for MasterCard and Visa. Those folks, American Express, everything goes through satellite dishes now. But at times, I did not have any of my paperwork. I couldn't be bothered. I was like, I was filthy, and I just didn't want to be bothered with the guy. So I said, at this time, I do not have the documents in which you desire, which you request. So then, like I said, usually if you just polite to the man and say, look, this is my name. See, this is a Hiibel stop. This is my name, and this is my date of birth. And I say, just run it, and you'll see. Or I'll actually give him a Social Security number. I don't care. I just want to get back down on the road and be left the hell alone. And I know this man is just trying to do a job. He's like Sheriff Andy Taylor, Mayberry, whatever. He just wants to know who's coming through Mayberry. And he thinks you were speeding, or he thinks that you were doing something wrong. So he just wants his duties to protect the citizens of Mayberry. So if I tell him, hey, F you, Sheriff Andy Griffith, F you, he's not going to react to me other than beat me in the head with a baseball bat. So I understand. Like I said, I showed everybody what I actually look like. I showed you folks what I look like. I could get very adamant with a police officer, and we'd probably have a good tangle. But I'm very polite and very cordial and very courtesy, which is courtesy. So I believe I'm holding court at all times in the public realm. So all I would tell a man, I do not have those documents in which you request at this time. Is there anything else I could assist you with today? So like I said, you're just trying to be as polite as possible with these people. Like I said, when you know and I know, if you're out of state, they could actually haul you off into jail until they could verify who you are. They're not just going to let somebody travel. They could let a serial killer. It could be, the Bundy guy. He's a cutie pie looking guy. They're not going to let people just float through their community, at will if they believe that they have probable cause. They're scared of you. They're scared of me. I'm a pretty goofy looking dude. And I drive
They don't know if you just escaped from prison or what,
So I respect them. I respect that this is their job and their obligation, their duty. Like I said the last time in court, when it was all done, I looked at all the state troopers and said, God bless you all. I said, you might not have understood what just happened in court today, how I beat, this ticket. I said, because I know on my way home, if my truck flips, all you guys would be the first one to jump in my truck and pull me out of my burning truck. I said, even though it's against all kinds of policy and code, you guys are going to just go in there and save my life. I said, but you have to realize, just because that man in the black robe says to you it's a right to stop me and give me a ticket and harass me or say whatever I did something wrong, remember everything that he's saying is legal. But remember, when you interfere with a man's right to travel, what you're doing is breaking the law. That's how I beat this court today. I said, so God bless and Godspeed, I'll see you out on the road. And I left.
Well, what did you do in court, though?
What I did in court is I explained the difference between legal and lawful. And I actually showed him in the code of Virginia Code of 1950. Me and Greg's on the phone right now. Me and him were looking for the code that I was charged with. It's gone. It's gone from their books. Because the judge was like, holy cow. It's actually written in the code that what you did was lawful. Yes. So me and Greg were looking for the code the other day, about a week or two ago. We couldn't find it. Virginia was smart enough to yank that thing out of the code book, make that thing that they claimed was illegal, lawful. So that way I can't come back. Well, I can come back and sue them because they did me wrong. But now, from now on, there is nobody in the Commonwealth of Virginia who's ever going to get arrested for or get a ticket for doing 10, 20, 30, 100 miles an hour in reverse. I got to take up a drive in reverse, going through stop signs and everything else like that.
Well, if you're not driving like an idiot, you're not harming anyone, right? I mean,
he believed I was driving like an idiot. He believed I was all over the road. He believed I was going through stop signs in reverse. He believed I shouldn't be doing what I was doing. That's what he believed. He also believes in the Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. I totally agreed with everything that policeman said on the witness stand. And the judge was like, then why are you appealing the district court's ruling that you broke the law? I said, because I didn't break the law. I said, I violated a code. I'm not a lawbreaker. I violated a code. And I said, when I first walked in today, I said, I looked at you, I looked at you, I looked at you. I said, we're here to discuss the fact that you believe I broke the law, right? And the judge said yes, and the prosecutor said yes, and the policeman said yes. I said, good. I got you all under the common law jurisdiction. I didn't say that to them. I knew exactly what I did. As soon as I looked at them, I said, so you say I broke the law, you say I broke the law, and you say I broke the law, right? You say that? Mm-hmm. Only a man has the capacity to say anything. His radar detector can't say anything. His little dashboard cam can't say anything. That man has got the only capacity to move a court viva voce by his vocal cords to bring any court testimony or evidence to life before. So I said, so you're saying I broke the law? You saying we're here? I broke the law? You saying I broke the law? Good. Because I prove I didn't break the law, I'm going to get all of you making a false claim against my good name. I'm going to get this all for malicious prosecution, barratry, and I'm going to get this all. But I didn't say that to them in open court, obviously. I got this all on my skull. All I have to say is some simple words. So you say I broke the law? Yes. So you say we're here because I broke the law? Are you claiming I broke the law too? Yes. Good. I got you. And that's how simple it was. So it was so funny. I said to the judge, I said, now, can I bring the law before the court? And he said, well, no, here we establish the facts and then we move over to the law. I said, why? I'm not disputing the facts. Every single thing that's coming out of that police officer's mouth or will come out of that police officer's mouth, not only do I agree with, and I say is 100% true, but everything that comes out of his mouth is what I want to use as my testimony before this court. I want what's coming out of his mouth to reflect the record as true as well. So the judge looked at the prosecutor. He's like, do you ever hear any of this nonsense? He said, I have no idea what this crazy guy's going. This is the most ridiculous nonsense I've ever heard. I said, can I please just bring the law before the court? So they made me go through all that nonsense of establishing facts. So what facts? I'm not here to argue that policeman believes in the tooth fairy. God bless him. You think I'm going to stand here and say there is no tooth fairy and make that man feel bad or call him a liar? That's not my job. I'm not here to bring controversy into this world. I'm not going to make that man feel bad. Whatever the facts are that he wants to bring before the world, hey, you know what? That's what he witnessed. God bless him. I'm not going to dispute what he saw. How can I know what he saw through his eyes? I'm not in his brain. I can't see what he sees. Whatever he has to say, I totally agree with. The problem is that he's trying to move a case or a claim before the court without establishing the law. So to move a case or claim before a court, there must be the law. There must be a contract. Like 99% of everything that we do on this planet is based on a contract. You gave your word to not to do something, you broke your word. That's the law. Bring that contract to the court. And everybody knows statutes and laws. It has to do with, like, certain things have to be written on documents, like a marriage, a contract that's going to last over a year, something that has to do with land, something that has to do with negotiable instruments, something that has to do with estates, and something that has to do with security instruments. That worth over $500, like sales of something worth over $500. That everybody understands in this land should be written on paper because paper is cheap, pen is cheap. There's no reason why you can't write up a marriage agreement between somebody or a sale over $500. Everybody understands it's called statutes at large. Everybody understands that simple concept that there should be a piece of paper that reflects the event that happened, and you should go down to your county recorder and you should put it on a public record. So that way, if there's any dispute between you and the other party, and the statutes at large is really simple to remember. It's my legs. It's marriage, year, land, equity, like estates. G is goods, services, sales, and security instruments. So it's my legs. That's how I remember it, that acronym. So all I'm saying is I established common law right from the get-go. That we're here, I say to the judge, we're here to establish the fact that I broke the law. Are you saying I broke the law? Yes. You saying I broke the law, Judge? Are we here to determine whether I broke the law or not? Yes. Good. Lovely. I got you. I didn't say we're here to discuss the fact that I violated a code. Did anybody hear me say that? No. We all agreed when we started that I broke the law? Yes. Wonderful. I got common law going. You just fucking lost your jurisdiction. I don't tell them that. I keep it under my hat. Because after I walk out of the court, The cop ran out in the hallway and said, what the hell just happened? I let the cat out of the bag. That way I could keep doing it for the rest of my life. The judge didn't know what I did. He's like, oh, my God. He said, it's lawful to drive in reverse in the Commonwealth of Virginia, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He's like, oh, my God. Case dismissed. I said, no, case discharged, but I'm not going to go into semantics now between discharged and dismissed. I'm not going to explain securitizations of a debt instrument, and you could use this ticket to procure, any kind of funds that you want for your county, but I better not be dragged back into this courtroom with a claim of this before me again. I said, I'm going to sue you all. I said, right now I got bigger fish to fry, and I don't want to sue none of you. I said, just when I come through this county again, don't interfere with my right to travel. And that's when I looked at the state troopers, and I explained to them, God bless you all. See, so when I leave the courthouse, they're all happy with me, like, holy crap, what the hell just happened here? I've never seen some moron like him walk out of here. The guy who gave me a ticket was the code enforcement officer for Augusta County. Don't remember me. I guarantee you say, hey, can I talk to the code enforcement officer of Augusta County and who teaches all the recruits, the administrative code policy of the Commonwealth of Virginia? They'll hook you right up to him. I said, did you remember going around with some long-haired guy in a white 69 Camaro driving backwards and he beat me in court? I said, oh, yeah, he's a good guy. He's a pretty funny guy. He's not going to say, oh, that mother SOB, blah, blah, blah. He's going to say, oh, yeah. Because I talked to him a couple of months later. Me and my sister went to get some paperwork from the sheriff's department. He came out and says, hey, I still don't know what the hell happened. What the hell did you do? I said, look, it's so ingrained in your brain that the code is law. I said, I could spend the rest of your life and my life here on the sidewalk explaining to you that you're breaking the law. You are a code enforcement policy officer. I am a lawman. I'm a lawman. You're a code enforcement policy officer. That's what you are. He said, but no, I do the law. I said, no, you're a master at code. You could bury me from morning to night citing code. And you will bury me if I go into a code court. And I will lose. There's no doubt in my mind I will never be able to keep up with you. You are fantastic. I said, but I'm a man of law. I caused no harm, no injury, no loss of property, and I had no contract with you how I could or could not drive that car that day. You had no man to come forward in open court and testify that I'd done him wrong. You had no law. I had the law on my side. You just didn't have the law on your side that day. You had the code on your side, but you had no law. So he's like, I still don't understand what he's saying. I said, sir, God bless you. You never will. Because you believe with all your mind, heart, and soul that the code and the law are one when they're 180 degrees apart.